Hey guys, welcome back to Overtime. I'm Michaela Furry, and on today's episode, we were joined with Bears wide receiver Darnell Mooney. He shares with us his journey from high school to the NFL. We hope you enjoy it as much as we did. Hey guys, welcome back to Overtime. I'm Michaela Furry, and alongside of me is Connor Durkin, and today we are both excited to announce our guest, Bears rookie wide receiver Darnell Mooney. Darnell, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, Darnell, I wanted to start us off with your high school days as a Titan playing for Gadsden City High School. For playing football, did you always play wide receiver, or were there any other positions you played?
I played a little bit of DB, and then I did returns also. But mainly it was just receiver and DB.
So while in high school, basketball was also a huge part of your life. Now, I even heard that you and your team were very successful. How did your hoops career go?
It went very well. Basketball was one of my first love, and I just took everything from basketball and just put it into the football aspect of it, and that's what I'd use to use my releases and all that.
Now, did you ever aspire to play basketball in college?
I did. Like I said, basketball was my first love. Football was just a gift that I was given. I was given to push at a college level. So that's what I just went with.
Would you say now you're more of a NBA fan or a college fan for hoops?
I would have to say NBA when it gets to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But college during the season is more so is a better thing.
Who's your favorite team?
I don't have a favorite team. I thought I was going to the NBA, so I was like, I can't like any team until so if I go to a team, I can't like them.
So when your time did come to move on from high school, what were some reasons that ultimately made you decide to go to Tulane?
It's just a 50-50 chance of just successful life. So Tulane's a powerhouse school, and then you get a degree there. It's kind of like whoa, you went to Tulane. And then, the NFL as well. So playing football, I would have had a 50% chance of making the NFL, and then a 50% chance of just being successful with my college degree. So,
were there any other schools that were interested in you or that were highly up there with Tulane?
I had a couple of other schools, but my ACT kind of held me back. I took my ACT in August, and I never got it back until a couple of days for signing day. So it kind of took a slow take on my offers.
What would you say the hardest part was transitioning to college life from high school?
I felt like I had a lot more time to just do what I wanted. Instead of high school, you're there for 8 hours out of the day. Sometimes in college you have breaks. So mainly the only difference is just you have to be able to be a professional, football wise, and professional school as well. So that was mainly the main difference.
As captain of the Green Wave, they relied very heavily on you. You led your team in receiving yards both your junior and senior season, which is amazing. Was that a good preparation for where you are now?
Yes, for sure. It's just a thing I take on. I don't really look at the yards or whatnot until the end of the season. But it's just a thing. I'm just unsatisfied every time I catch a ball. I just want to be able to do more and more, no matter how much am I doing at the point of time.
What would you say was your favorite part about playing at Tulane?
The jerseys, of course. We have some sick jerseys, and then just being around with the team, with the guys, man. There's people that you grow on. They begin to be your brothers because you live with them and you also play with them at the same time. So it's more of a growing relationship than it is in high school. High school, you play football, go to school, and then you just go home. So,
was there ever a time at Tulane where there was just a clicking point where all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, I think I can go to the NFL. I'm ready." Was there ever?
Yeah,
you made it almost.
It started at the end of my sophomore year, the last game. I was like, okay, this year is the year that I'm gonna give them a little taste of what they're gonna get next season. So the last game of the season, I kind of popped off a little bit, and then my junior year, it was like, all right, I'm about to be a playmaker for the rest of this time. So, say I'm my sophomore last game of the season.
Was there someone that pushed you to be the best you could be while you were at Tulane?
While I was at Tulane, I mean, I was kind of pushing other guys just to my work ethic, but I just had a mindset coming in of just of just knowing what I wanted to do. So, I mean, it wasn't too much of people having to push me. I had a good mindset going there.
Coming from a small college, has that helped or hurted with your transition to the NFL?
I think it helped because like some guys. I mean, we didn't win a lot, and we didn't lose a lot, but like just learning how to lose and learn how to win. So sometimes you have to take those losses and then look back on your failures and see what you can do instead of just coming in you've been undefeated your whole college career. And you're like, dang, we're losing. So like, how do you take that on? Because the NFL is hard to win. So being able to do that, understanding all that is a good factor.
After your final season in college, you did decide to declare for the NFL draft, but before draft day came, you had to go to the NFL Combine. Can you walk us through what it was like attending the Combine?
The combine, it was more so of a mental thing. You have to walk around a lot, doctors touching you and poking at you all day, all long. And then you have to go to sleep around like midnight, have to get back up in the morning and do the same thing kind of over and over. Meet with coaches, people they're gonna trying to hire you for a job. And then after that, like the day of the actual combine is like it's easy. It's like just going out there working out by yourself. So
Now these are different times for all of us, and with so many COVID restrictions, how did you train for the NFL Combine?
I mean, I'm a loner. I'm always at home chilling, so it wasn't too much of a problem for me. I would have to go to a field or an open field just by myself or with a quarterback, and we would just do our normal little thing. So it wasn't too much of a difference for me. I was fine.
If you had to give one piece of advice to someone that's going to go to the Combine this year and upcoming years, what would it be?
Uh, just I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you or what you wanna do. Nobody out there, nobody else can do it for you. At the end of the day, it's your face, your name, and it's only you. So.
With your speed, you caught the eyes of a lot of scouts. Did you know you were on the Bears' radar?
Uh, I kind of, it was kind of so and so. I mean, I thought I was on the lower end of it, but I didn't know that they were looking at me heavy. But I mean, I'm here now. I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the years.
Like Michaela mentioned, your speed is one of your greatest strengths to your game. But when it comes to playing wide receiver, what would you say some of your other strengths are that you pride yourself in?
My route running ability, my quickness, and ability to do things with the ball after the catch.
Now, from the start, Darnell, my dad was a humongous believer in your talent and skill set. Rumor has it he even jumped on a table for you at draft night. Can
Mm.
you tell me more about your relationship with him?
I mean, we have a great relationship. He's one guy that I can see a difference of just in the world as it is now. But he's a big guy that influencer in my life, and I mean, it's just a honor to be able to play up under him and allow him to give me some tips throughout the season, and just I mean, he's just a good guy, man.
And now I know you feel like you should have been drafted higher. So, how did it make you feel knowing you were coming to Chicago with such a strong support system from your coaches?
Um, I mean, it is what it is with the draft situation, but I can only make it the best of my thing now. So I mean, it just fueled me, and I mean, I'm humble about it, but it's I mean, they'll they'll know in the future that it was a big mistake letting me go that late. So
After you were drafted to Chicago, was there anyone that sort of took you under their wing right away once you came to practice?
uh, not so much took me on the ring. Everybody had their own tips, and and just giving me, and nobody like I can stand out to, like they gave me a lot of knowledge when I can. And so many people that gave me a lot of tips, so I can't point out anybody singly.
For a lot of the guys that are drafted, their first purchase is either a car or even a house, but you invested in something completely different, a jugs machine, actually. Can you explain to our viewers what that is and why it was so important for that to be your first purchase?
Okay, so a jug machine is like a machine that pushes out the ball, giving a simulation of a quarterback throw. So it's just a machine that just does all that. So I mean, you can get somebody to throw you the ball, but their arm gonna get eventually tired. On the machine, you can turn it up to miles per hour and whatnot. And just me being able to like catch those every day, getting familiar of like the ball in my hand, that's a better chance you have catching the ball. So it's just, I mean, that was just one of the purchases I knew I wanted a long time ago. So I'm going to get a car eventually, another car eventually. So, but that was one of the ones I wanted.
Darnell, obviously, since you're only a rookie, you haven't gotten to go up against all ball clubs yet. But is there a team on your list that you're excited to play or have played?
Um, nah, not too much. I mean, I'm just happy to be in the NFL. Just playing against other guys, the highest level of football. I'm just happy to be here.
Now, you're off to a great start, and we've seen your talent shine on the field. What haven't we seen from Darnell Mooney yet?
Uh, you haven't seen me catch a ball and take it for like 40, 50 yards yet, but eventually that will show. Uh, just a slow take. Haven't been able to showcase everything that I have and the things that I want to be able to show, but it's coming.
With you being new to Chicago this year, what is your favorite part about the overall atmosphere of the city?
Man, it's just amazing going around the city, just driving through, going to Soldier Field, and just seeing how tall the buildings are. I mean, I was here when I was a kid, but I didn't realize any of that. So, but now it's just a nice thing, just how big the towers are, and just a great city. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to explore it actually.
Now, you're kind of like a quiet storm where you're more reserved off the field. But when it's game day, we see a whole different side of you. How do you switch back to back to that calmness after the game when your adrenaline is so high?
I mean, in the game, I can be a little pumped up emotionally, but like I said, like you said, at home that's just who I am, just chill. And then when it's game time, it's game time.
I asked this question actually to Allen Robinson last week when he was on the show, since he came from Jacksonville a few seasons back. Obviously, weather had to be one of the things he had to adapt to. And with you coming from Tulane, it's kind of the same story for you. How has that gone? And do you like playing in the cold, or do you prefer it being warm year round?
For surely prefer it to be warm, but I mean, when we're in the game, you don't worry about anything like that when it's playing. Now, when you get on the sideline, it's a different thing. But when you're in the game, it's I mean, it's game time, so all that falls away, and you're able to lock in.
Now, I've heard during pregame you're quite the dancer on the field. What, what do you listen to get yourself pumped up?
I mean, I listen to a little bit of everything. I don't have a specific genre of music. I just press shuffle on my Apple Music and just let it play.
Now, where would you rank your dancing skills against my dad's?
Oh, 10 out of 10. I'm way better than him.
Really, he gave himself an 8. So
No, 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 no. He doesn't do anything but move his feet. I don't know what he's telling you.
I've been trying to tell him that for years that he cannot dance.
Darnell, so last week I asked this to Allen as well, but if you had to pick, who was your favorite wide receiver to watch as a kid growing up?
Uh, Honestly, I wasn't a big football fan growing up. Like I said, I was an NBA guy. So I didn't have anybody just to look at. I was more so just looking at basketball people, and that's why that's what I go out there and play when I'm playing football. I just act like I'm playing basketball. I just don't have a ball in my hand.
Who is your favorite basketball player then? Just curious.
Allen Iverson.
Oh, okay. It's a good
Yeah.
pick. Yeah.
Now, I know nutrition has to be a big part of your life. Besides your training, what does your menu look like on a daily basis?
So I drink 3 shakes a day. I have a chef, so he makes everything healthy, so I have no choice but to eat healthy. And he it's more so like not salami, salmon, uh some carbs, and just a good omelet or whatnot for breakfast. But that's how it goes.
You mentioned you have a chef, so I would assume he probably makes most of your meals. But the great city of Chicago has so many amazing restaurants. Do you have a personal favorite?
Only place I've been is Home Run Inn Pizza, and that's my favorite place.
Speaking of pizza, too, Chicago's famous for their deep dish. Are you more of a deep dish guy, or do you like it thin crust?
No, I like the thin crust. I can't do the deep dish. Can't do the deep.
Now, living in a new city, everyone needs a buddy or even a furry friend. We've heard about your great dog. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Uh, she's a she, but
Sorry.
it's all good. She's she's kind of like me in the house. Now outside, she's a total different person. She's excited. She's hyper, but you can definitely see the click on. I guess you can say like me during game time in the house, chilling. But when it's game time, it's game time. So her game time is when we step foot outside.
Now, where do you keep her for away games?
She goes to like a little daycare. She has little friends or whatever that she knows. Like on Friday, she was like, "Yo, I'm whining. Like this is time for me to go." So
Former Bear running back Matt Forte also attended Tulane. Has he reached out to Has he reached out to you at all, or have you reached out to him at all to talk?
yeah, we have talked right before I even got here. He gave me some tips and a lot of things throughout the city of the culture, also the culture of Chicago. But it's been nothing but things that has benefit me. He actually pushed me to a financial advisor, and I mean, I'm grateful for him.
Now, what does Darnell Mooney look like in 10 years? And what would he have said got him to that position?
Darnell looks like I mean, one of the best receivers in the NFL, of course. And then I mean, just his work ethic and just being humble, just chilling, just keep keep going up at what he's doing now.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Darnell. We look forward to watching your career progress, and I hope you get to meet all your goals. To the viewers, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and please stay warm.